Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the RF Gelgoog that I got recently, and it is really good. It is a support with the resist move. It has a beam launcher, which causes heavy stagger, a beam rifle, which can fire individual stunning shots or a volley of them. Has both single and double bladed beam naginata attacks, and just, yeah. Oh, yeah, and a grenade launcher in the wrist, which does pretty good damage. So, yeah, all around, very good suit. I like it. Yeah, 743 per shot. I think I have disadvantage on that. I believe it is the Rizel Defensor Type A, which is, yeah, kind of tough for me to deal with in this. It gets the best of me a couple of times, but otherwise, round goes very well. I was hoping the bazooka would cause more splash damage, but I think it's because it does the heavy stagger. It really does not. You tag that suit. Yeah, there's a double Zeta here that I wound. Might be a Fafnir now that I think about it, but no, I think that's a double Zeta. Yeah, yeah. It's got the arm shields instead of the Gaplant style beam rifles on the arms. But yeah, double Zeta, not a bad matchup for this, especially if you can reach it. I do screw up my weapon swaps a couple of times. This being one of them. I thought I was on the other saber. I was not. There we go. That's more like it, and if I can just get off a shot, that person's down. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a good toolkit. It can be, it can be used at a respectable range as a support, but also it has plenty enough tools to get up in people's faces if you need to. So, yeah, I like that there's more supports that can do that. So, yeah, I'm this feels really good, I am, as you know, a Gelgoog fan anyway. But yeah, the fact that this one just, basically fills a niche that previous Gelgoogs have not is pretty great. Waiting for something to come up I can use to take down this Danan Zan. Got it with the rifle. Double Zeta is back for another round. And yeah, here's me screwing up the weapon swaps again. And our Fafnir, yeah, was trying to do the same thing I was, so. But that's okay. I'm alive. It's alive. Double Zeta is alive for now. Pretty good shot there. I forgot. I think, does Double Zeta have a skill now that keeps it from getting stunned when it is charging its high mega cannon? Because I thought that was should have been a stunning shot I hit it with. But maybe the rifle doesn't stun instantly in one hit when it's not charged. I don't know. I thought it did though. There's a couple other times in this round when it does. So yeah, I have not looked at Double Zeta since the last set of buffs, so I don't remember if that's something they added or not, frankly. See, aimed for the wrong thing. Time to get behind cover, because that is a Rizel Defensor Type A with the low health bar. And luckily, the beam bazooka did heavy stagger it, but I was not really set up to take advantage of that. And once I used up all my boost, I was just completely vulnerable to a heavy attack, especially after the prototype Psycho Gundam locked me down for it to finish off. So they're playing well together. I can't really fault the enemy team for that. And yeah, I just have to remember also, even though this plays like a general, and as a general I would eagerly go after raids, it is not the best use of my time. Like I've said recently, I feel like and I'm sure I'm not the only one, I've seen a lot of other players seem to be doing the same thing, go for, a policy of, okay, I'll take out the thing most dangerous to me first. But again, that is not the most productive use of your time and attack power. Most productive thing is going for the things you have advantage on. Like that Psycho Gundam that I just hit with the beam bazooka. So, see, that is the Danan Zan again, and I am going to, just going to hold my shots until I have a better angle, and hopefully do not have my allies between it and me like that. Not quite finishing it off, but getting very close. And there's the double Zeta again, which, yeah, I feel like the double Zeta is doing the same thing I was just talking about as a general. A support is probably the most dangerous thing it can face, so it wants to get it out of the way, that being me, like immediately. Luckily for the Rizel is pretty well on the ball. It knows what it should be doing, and it does continue to do it. And also, I am just way too far over, too many enemies. I do have one ally backing me up now, which is great. But yeah, I am. Yep, there's the Rizel to my side, which I was not paying enough attention to, and is going to. Okay, well, luckily it flubbed its downswing on the bayonet. That does have a little bit of forward lunge, and it went past me, which I am grateful for. And then I walked right into a heavy attack. So yeah, and it and the Faz. I'm amazed I ever got back up, but yeah, I'm not going to make it. I know this. I am foolishly just going to try and do some damage before I am taken out. And I did not realize when I was playing it, but I just noticed now that it has double tackle. If I had known that, I might have been able to fight back against that Rizel just a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm certain it. I think it does because I definitely tackled that Rizel, didn't I? And I still had boost. So yeah, I will have to remember that for future rounds in this, which there will very likely be because, like I said, I enjoy using it. And let's see. What do we got? We got something I want to shoot at when I have a good angle. Well, there's that. That was not a bad angle. As you can see, maneuver armor does resist the, reduce the severity of the kind of stun you're facing against an attack when you're boosting. So stuns become flinches, heavy staggers become stuns. So the Rizel did not get dropped to one knee, it just got stunned. So that Faz is down, and we are doing quite well with a minute to go. So I have no complaints. Went for the Proto Psycho, did the smart thing instead of going after that Rizel, and doubly did the smart thing because I didn't just rush in after it. That said, I am going to use my Beam Bazooka to get that double Zeta out of the air. Again, I am a pretty good foil for that. Was not quite fast enough to land the downswing. Of course, it's level 1, so any kind of boost speed overtuning I could do would be very minimal. Kind of tempting, though, just so I could make it even just a little bit more agile. But yeah, 40-some seconds left. 14 to 86. I'm happy with those scores. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, I am going to just try and sneak in some shots. I am, I'm going to play a little bit more boldly here than I otherwise might because we've got enough of a lead that I can't screw it up. So if I can find something to go after and get some extra points, I may as well. Because yeah, I think they could drop all of us and still not win the match. So maybe if they got assists on every single one, but no, they don't have time. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do anything productive except up my score, my damage score a little bit. But yeah, pulled it off, and yeah, I really like the RF Gelgoog. That is a nice suit. And 4440, out damaged by our other support, which I think is GCan and Magna, but still went 6 and 2 on 114k, so I will take it. That's going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. And there is still a commander variant of this Gelgoog we could get that was in the F91 Super Nintendo game. I need to try that again sometime. I played it ages and ages ago, but I don't remember it very well. I want to say that it was a hybrid of... I may be misremembering. It may have just been like a first-person simulator game, or it may have been a hybrid of first-person simulator and isometric tactics like Zeta Gundam Away to the New Type was. But I don't think it was, now that I think about it. So, yeah, again, haven't looked into those in forever. Have to take another look at them sometime. Now that I have better controllers, I might be able to do better with Cross Dimension and Away to the New Type because they both give you like special techniques that use like Street Fighter style controller inputs during the isometric segments. And yeah, I never had a controller for a gamepad for my computer in the past that was really good enough to do anything with those. But I bet I could now.